Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Johnny Torres. I am the Executive Director of SAVE Latin America. And I'm very pleased to see such a wonderful group here tonight. Let me tell you that every year we request from Univision 41, and we get a positive response, to have one of their stars to MC Los Tres Proceres Antillanos event. And tonight, Liliana Allende is our MC. Let me tell you a couple of points on this lovely young lady. She was born in New Jersey and raised in Puerto Rico, of Puerto Ricans and Cuban parents. And she is a brilliant star. Look at this, hear this. Due to her high GPA score, she was offered to skip her senior year of high school and advance, obtain her diploma through summer studies. She started her college at 16, graduating from Sacred Heart University with a BA in communication, specializing in television, production and journalism. In 2003, she became a non-air talent for 105.9 FM Univision Radio in New York. In 2004, she was recognized by ACE, los premios ACE, creo que se le dice en español, as the radio personality for the year. Latina magazine always also featured her as one of the USA personalities, radio personalities. In 2007, Liliana became news anchor for Caribe Vision, Channel 34 in New York. In 2009, she began working with WXTV, Univision 41. Currently, she is the weather anchor for Noticias Univision News. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this talented and young lady will honor us by acting as the MC for Los Tres Proceres Antillanos Award ceremonies. Please welcome this lovely young lady and talented young lady, Viviana. All right.
Muévelo, que yo sé que tú puedes. Yo sé que tú puedes. Saludos, buenas noches, ¿cómo están? Déjame sacar este micrófono de aquí. Ay, no se puede. Ok. Bueno, ¿cómo la están pasando? Muy bien. Hasta el momento, ¿sí? Antes que nada, yo sé que estamos a final de enero. Happy New Year for everybody. Gracias, he visto las mismas caras del año pasado y caras nuevas. Es un placer para mí estar aquí compartiendo con ustedes, representando, claro, a Noticias Univision 41, siempre diciendo presente para la comunidad, y para mí es un placer estar aquí. Tonight, I am delighted to be the master of ceremonies. I'm very happy to be here tonight. I was here last year, we had a great time, and today is not going to be the exception. Estamos celebrando el 18º gala de awards de los Tres Proceres Antillanos, y hoy vamos a tener una noche muy especial. We're going to have a very special night. We have special guests, and I want to say hello to everybody. You having a good time? Yeah. See, only one table said that we're having a good time. Are we having a good time or not? Yes? Okay. We need energy. Somos hispanos, ¿no? Okay. Now I would like to ask you to please stand so we can have the national anthem of the United States of America and also the Save Latin America hymn. Thank you. Gil. Un aplauso para él que también ahí cantó su himno. Muchísimas gracias, Johnny. Bueno, ahora es el momento de presentar, hacer nuestra invocación de la noche. Please remain standing and welcome la invocación por Mr. Daniel Valentín. Adelante, Daniel.
Let's bow our head. Dear God, we invoke your presence and peace with us tonight. We fellowship and celebrate Save Latin America's Los Tres Proceres Antillanos annual awards presentation. We worship and praise you. We ask you to bless our gathering, the food we will eat, the liquids we will drink, the chairman Antonio Varia, Johnny Torres, the board of directors, the Education Commission, the Health Commission, and everyone here tonight. We thank you for the honorees who have given so much of themselves and contributed to the well-being and happiness and welfare of our communities. We ask that you bless our time together as we celebrate our traditions, legacies, heritage, and contribution to our communities. We ask these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. You can sit down. Now is my time to present someone that I really appreciate very much, and I know you too, is the Executive Director of Safe Latin America. Es un placer para mí presentar ahora al el director ejecutivo de Safe Latin America. I want to say a few words about him first. Mr. Torres retired from the food industry in 1989 after 29 years of service. He then created the Institute for Human Development in New Jersey. As president of the Institute, Mr. Torres is dedicated to the creation of programs for Spanish-speaking salespersons, executives, small business groups, and also other organizations. Since 1997, Mr. Torres has been the executive director of Save Latin America, a 501c3 community-based organization located in Union City, New Jersey. He knows he's very appreciated, and we're going to celebrate him right now. Here is Mr. Johnny Torres, Director Ejecutivo de Save Latin America.
Never was presented from by such a lovely princess. Look like a princess. She is a princess. Let's give her a big round of applause. All right. Well, well. She presented Johnny Torres, and Johnny Torres is so happy tonight. I am very happy. I'm very excited. Mr. Ibarria and myself are not strange to Wado 1280 and to Univision. And tonight they're going to be, Wado and Univision will be our corporate award recipients. And the truth of the matter is that tonight is a very special night because we have with us all the people that through the years have been helping us deliver services to the good of our community, for the good and welfare of our community. I have here people from, or we have here people from foundations, corporations, people from the banking industry, people from all kinds of industries that have been helping us through the years. To give you an idea, last year, our Community Resource Center served 22,600 community residents. And that 600,000 community residents received 35 services. That was possible with the contributions that you made to Save Latin America. That was possible with the work that the volunteers do in Save Latin America. We have a staff of 7 people and 80 volunteers that help us carry out the missions of Save Latin America. We did last year 11,500 health screenings. We did that work because you help us. We did that work because the volunteers of Save Latin America, 80 of them worked very hard to deliver more than 11,000 screenings. And last year, we spoke or made the presentations in the schools to over 8,000 kids. 45 of them were honored. And we did that job because volunteers that we call role models. This is the program called Reaching Our Dreams, where we invite people from the community to share some of their life experiences with the kids, 3rd to 12th grades. I'd like to ask the role models that served last year that are in this room to please come to the front. I think it's important for you to see this. The role models that served last year, please come to the front. Ladies and gentlemen, this group of professionals last year spoke to 8,000 kids. 8,000 kids. The program goes this way. We invite them to talk to the kids. They share some of their life experiences with the kids. And then we invite the students to write an essay. And then the school gives me the 10 best essays. And our group of educators in the office will select the 5 best. And the authors of those essays are invited to a dinner in this room. These are the people that make that possible by volunteering their times and by sharing with our kids the program. Let's give them a big round of applause, a big one. Thank you. And I'd like to state that I mentioned before that we have corporations, foundations, government officials, private professionals, community residents, all in this room. The work that we do in Save Latin America is thanks to you. You support us all the way. You support us financially. You support us with your ideas, with your time. And I would like to acknowledge another element. That element is the media. And we have El Especialito newspaper. El Especialito newspaper gives Save Latin America over $300,000 worth of space year after year. And then we have the banking industry. And then we have Univisión 41 and Wado 1280. And then we have the industries. The industry that help us the most are the health industry, the medical insurance industry, the banking and finance, the food and beverage. And I like to pay special tribute to Inca Cola and to Coca-Cola for their help through the years. And then I already spoke about the volunteers. Let me tell you about my chairman. The chairman of Save Latin America. The gentleman over here. Our chairman gives lavishly his effort, his time, and money to save Latin America. I do the work, he puts in the cash when you don't help us enough. So I'm going to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to continue supporting Save Latin America. We have big plans, no money to do it. But I'm going to plead with you to keep on supporting us, because the chairman cannot do it all the time. So let's give this man a big round of applause, a big one. Mr. Chairman, thank you. This is my Cuban brother. All right. Liliana, it's all yours.
Ok, un aplauso para él, se lo merece, ¿sí? Claro que sí. Bueno, mucha energía, así quiero estar yo siempre, mucha energía. Bueno, ahora quiero presentar a una persona muy especial, una mujer que ha hecho mucho por North Bergen. Estoy hablando de la directora del Departamento de Salud de North Bergen. It's my pleasure to introduce Janet Castro, Director of the North Bergen Department of Health. Adelante. Que se escuche, que se escuche.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Janet Castro. I'm the director of the Health Department in North Bergen. Tonight I have the distinct honor of introducing the guest speaker, State Senator and Mayor Nicholas J. Sacco. My mayor, because I call him my mayor, I have a personal attachment to my mayor. He has been tirelessly helping our community for the last 30 years, especially the Hispanic community. 2 years ago, he appointed me as the first Hispanic health officer in North Hudson, and I think that that's commendable. Thank you for having the trust in me. I'm proud to say that he has even started learning Spanish to be able to communicate better with the Hispanic community. So I think he's going to share a little bit of that with us all tonight. Without any further ado, it is my honor to introduce you to Mayor Sacco.
Janet, gracias. Soy alcalde Nicholas Sacco de la ciudad de North Bergen. The importance here is that we're here as a community. Many years ago, and I knew Johnny Torres for many years, I knew Tony Agaria, and he came to me about a grant from Trenton as a state senator in the 32nd district. We worked on this, and it was tough going, but we were able to secure a few $100,000 for this organization. Now, the importance of this is that the organization can continue to grow and do the job that they're doing. Tony is a much younger man than I am. However, he's lived a very tough life. And Tony has been a great friend of mine, so I couldn't say no. And I knew what the organization does. It's in all of our cities, but in North Bergen, it involves itself in our health department, it involves itself in our programs in the schools, helping our parents. It involves itself in our overall green fair in North Hudson and North Bergen. It is a marvelous organization, helping people become citizens, helping people work their way through Obamacare. This is a great organization for the Latino community. And I'm only so happy that I made friends with Tony and with Johnny, because it made me a part of what this great organization does. Now, I was here to really announce the next speaker, which was Mayor Fulop from Jersey City. Steve Fulop was called out in an emergency. He was here and had to run out. But I want to announce the fact he's here in heart and soul with you, and he cares a great deal about where we're going, and he'll be very supportive in every aspect of your mission. Tony, Johnny, and the entire organization, thank you very much.
Now let me tell you what happened. Senator Sacco was supposed to introduce Mayor Fulop, who was the guest speaker, but I understand there was some accident, and he was here and he had to leave. Then we asked Sacco to say a few words. But better yet, the young lady over here was quite nervous. You know why? Because we caught her by surprise. She says, you know why you have to introduce Sacco? And she says, you know what she said? I kill you. I said, well, before you do that, introduce him. Let's give this young lady a big, big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Senator. Yes, you helped us. You helped us in the past, and I have no doubt that you will help us in the future. All right, now we have a list of friends. Everything has been changed over here today. So we have a list of friends, and we have, we have the honorable, let's take this, the Sacco. This is the, Mayor Stack is on here? Mayor Stack is here. Mayor Stack is here? You told me he was here. Mayor Stack, will you please come to the front? All right. We were talking about the people that help save Latin America. We are located in Union City. And let me tell you, this gentleman, Mayor of Union City and Senator, have become our brother, helping us in Save Latin America to save the people of Hudson County. He is a real brother. Mr. Mayor, you are a brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure. It's not only a pleasure to be here to honor such a great cause, Save Latin America, and a great job that they do, But Tony and Johnny do a tremendous job along with their staff members and all the volunteers and all of you who contribute to make it happen. But truly, Save Latin America, Johnny and Tony both pick up so many services that maybe government couldn't do, and they step up to the plate every single day. And there's no two people who are more giving and helpful to the Hispanic community and to the community in general than these two gentlemen. There's never been a time I picked up the phone and called them and said, can you help somebody in need? And they were the first one there. And I mean that sincerely. And Tony, being a newspaper owner, never once goes out of his way to hurt anyone. He's always out to help people. And that speaks volumes about the character he is. And about Johnny Torres as well. They're in it, they're in the community, whether it's, as Mayor Sacco said, my friend Mayor Nick Sacco, as he said, whether they're in North Bergen, whether they're in Jersey City, doesn't matter where they are. They're even in other counties right now. Doesn't matter where they are. It's about the people, and they never forgot that. So keep up the great work, Save Latin America. Any way I can join forces with Mayor Sacco and others in the legislature to help them with more funding, we'll be there to do that. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Acompáñame. Bueno, también queremos saludar a otros invitados muy especiales que se encuentran con nosotros esta noche. I want to say and acknowledge some other very special guests that are with us tonight. Honorable Tito Rivas, the Union City Commissioner and Chair of the Hudson County Freeholders. Where are you? Raise your hand. Saludos. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí esta noche. También el honorable Anthony Bainieri. ¿Dónde está Bainieri? Por aquí. Saludos, buenas noches, gracias por estar acá. También North Bergen Democratic Chairman John Beluardo. ¿Dónde se encuentra John? Saludos, muchísimas gracias. Y Hudson County Sheriff Frank Chiliari. Que se escuche, muchísimas gracias.
Let me tell you, every time we have this big event in the Summit Avenue, every year we have this big event where we bring 25,000 people. And let me tell you, the sheriff is there helping us like you have no idea, 2 days before we start the program. Thank you, Sheriff. You are terrific. Thank you.
También un saludo especial. We want to acknowledge Hudson County Freeholder Anthony Romano. Anthony, ¿dónde se encuentra Anthony? Saludos, buenas noches. Bueno, en este momento vamos a hacer una pequeña pausa para que ustedes puedan disfrutar de su cena. Enjoy your dinner. We'll be right back. We're going to have some music by Gail and enjoy your night. We'll be right back.
En el camino que apareció marchita y deshojada, ya casi pálida, dame un suspiro. Me levanté a mi jardín para cuidarla, ya que ella habló de pétalos dormidos, a la que pido y con todo el alma recupero el dolor que había de aquella flor surgieron tantas cosas. Nació el amor que ya se había perdido, y con la luz del sol se fue la sombra, y con la sombra la distancia y el olvido. Me fui muriendo un poquito de amor, la fui ahogando en mi alma, y en el infierno le daba calor para que no se dañara. Y aquella flor hoy el dueño soy yo, que prometí olvidarla para que nunca se acuerde de mí, para que nunca se vaya. Eso, mi gente, dice, nadie se atreve a bailar. Oh. Un poquito de amor, que en el invierno lleno mi nariz de dolor. Ay, cuando la vi, me la lloré, me la llevé. Oh, ya, azúcar, oh, oh, ya, sube, azúcar, gracias. Esto es algo más suave ahora. Esta canción se titula El último beso. El último beso que puse en tus labios, todavía lo siento. Me diste un abrazo y con el rostro triste me dijiste adiós. No supe aguantarme y al verte llorando tuve que llorar. Y pasaron los años, muchos años y no sé dónde estarás. No sé si eran mías, no sé si eran tuyas, lágrimas lloré, lágrimas que amaron y hicieron mis labios cuando te besé. Y como que trataba, me dijiste te quiero y quise enloquecer. Yo seguí mi camino, pasaron los años y nunca te olvidé. Yo seguí mi camino, pasaron los años y nunca te olvidé. Oh, yeah. Sí. Oh, pasó y nunca te olvidé. Lágrimas lloré, la vida solo de los años.
Fabuloso. Y más adelante nos vuelves a deleitar con tu música, ¿verdad que sí? Así que gracias, eres fabuloso. Ok, en este momento sé que la están pasando bien. Escuché por ahí que hay mucha gente de Colombia en la casa. ¿Hay colombianos? Dominicanos, hay dominicanos aquí. Los dominicanos están aquí. ¿Y de Puerto Rico? ¿Hay alguien por ahí de Puerto Rico? Wow. Cubanos no se pueden quedar atrás, ¿verdad que sí? Así que gracias a todos. Sé que la están pasando bien. Nos faltan algunas cositas. Así que en este momento quiero presentar a alguien muy especial. Conrado González, de Garantice su Futuro. ¿Dónde está Conrado? Adelante.
Muy buenas, yo soy Conrado González. Soy un comerciante de Union City. Llegué de Cuba en el año 67 y fui instalado ahí desde entonces. Y desde que llegué conozco a Tony Ibarria y siempre ha sido, además de amigo mío, un apoyador de toda la comunidad latina en Union City y en Elizabeth, donde estaba originalmente. Me da un gran orgullo poder presentarle una placa a Tony que tenemos aquí, que lee Garantice su Futuro is honored to present an award recognition to Antonio Barria for his deep interest in the welfare of the community, his inspiring efforts and his successful endeavors, and his humanitarian spirit, which are crowned as chairman of the board of Latin America, of Save Latin America, a most noble organization. Es un gran placer para mí y un honor no solamente presentarle esto, pero decir que Tony Barria es mi amigo. Tony.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Gondola with RSI Auction in the other room. Just want you to know we're closing around 10, we'll let you know. If you've placed a bid, you will take your...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Este es uno de los trabajos más difíciles de mi vida. Poder dialogar, llegar a ustedes y mandarles mensaje, decirles que gracias a todos, especialmente al senador Saco, que como él dijo, cuando yo fui a ver, enseguida nos ayudó con el Estado y conseguimos un grant con ellos. Y siempre ha sido muy amigo y tremendo senador y also mayor. Another guy that can know, gentlemen, the mayor of Union City. I've been dealing with mayor for years. In Elizabeth, in Newark, in other community. I never saw a mayor so dedicated to community. This fellow, he never stopped. He never stopped. He worked, and he dedicated to his community. You go and see the mayor or senator, and you present to him a situation, and you see things happen right away. And he be very instrumental for me. He give him a grant every year to my organization, and every time he called me, I would try to help him, and every time I call him, he tried to help me. And I love him very much. He's the best, believe me. And one day he surprised me, the commissioner of Union City. They invited me, they was going to open calle a mi nombre, street, in my name. So I have a street in Union City because the mayor of Union City, thank you. You know, I came here very young. I was very, very young to Elizabeth, New Jersey. It was about 30 Cuban family. Because I'm Cuban from descent. And I got married. And I have 3 grandchildren. 3 children and 7 grandchildren. When I started in Elizabeth, I used to work in a factory. I used to making $1 an hour. In educator, I was a barber. And I started a barber shop. And then from barber shop, I started to help the Puerto Rican que había and see how hard it is for me. And Elizabeth, that we were going to like Puerto Riqueño. And then we organized the Cuban Club, the Chamo Comes. And I was involved in all those projects. And I opened a restaurant, I opened a bakery, I started a milk route, then I put a small office with Padre Comesaña, who's padre now, but he was a student to be a priest, and today he's a priest. So we used to help people in Elizabeth, 1963. And then I opened a newspaper. Then I opened a department store. Then I opened one phone store in Elizabeth. And then I opened one phone store in Union City. Then I opened in Newark. Then I opened another phone store in Elizabeth, La Moda, La Casa Tony. I opened 9 phone stores at other movie house in Union City, Cine Tony. I was involved in the community. And I started selling to all the Spanish, especially all the Cubans. I helped almost 100,000 Cubans who came from Cuba. I opened a credit for all the Cubans that came in. Because my education, I made a big deal with a couple of different companies. And the interest was charging me, and the people was not paying me. That's ridiculous. If that happened to me today, I'd be making a lot of money. But anyway, because of that, I lost everything. Everything. I let's couple of building, and I sold, and I started to do a business in Miami, and I came back and I opened an advertising agency. I made a lot of money in agency, and then I opened a newspaper, El Especial. But besides that, I was very active in the community here too. And was a bank in Bronx, Banco de Ponce. And I had a friend there, and he asked me to give him, do a favor, because the bank here, there was no giving a loan to the community. They don't know who he was paying, was paid, and I was able to start working, get signature, we find the place. I give them they needed parking space, I give a parking space, and there were 7 banks opposed to the opening of the bank. There was about 1-2% Spanish in the banks. That was in 1969. And they took me to the treasurer to help the bank to open. And I went, I spoke, they told me I was a cantinflas, like now, I'm back and forth, and oye, que young fellow. I'm still young, So they grant the license, and people all the banks start hiring people, and today I think they got about 95% Spanish working in the bank. Because I remember I was very close to one of the bank president, Erasco Torres, one of the giants who happened to help all the people who used to work in the bank. They don't give loans, but he gave a loan to all the community. So from there, I opened an especial. I was very successful. Then I opened a big carnival in Union City. I brought almost 100,000. No, in West New York and Union City. I brought over 100,000 people all day. I brought about 30 different stars. And then I lost 149,000. And then I lost another 40. Next year we lost 49. And third year they stopped me. And I had 3 newspapers, and I had to close 3 newspapers. And then took about 6 years to recoup. You know, a little will learn. A couple of years are going to be okay. So what happened? I swear to my family, if someday I make money, I will go to create a help for the father, and the children, help them to help. And I want to go to every school to talk to the children to know what happened to me. And I start a daily paper in the United States with no money. I got a partnership with the Times Mirror, one of the biggest papers in the United States, and the Newsday. And I opened big paper in New York with success called OI. Today is in Los Angeles, Chicago, and I sold, I made a few $millions. And I started doing what I swore that I was going to do, help the children. And we have a program called Future Our Dream Program, one of the best. And I hope I can go eventually all over the place. And what I want to do is a dream. You know, a lot of people have dream, and you put it in your gaveta, and they stay there. But whatever dream I have, I develop it, and I work hard. I have 14 newspapers. I reach over 1,300,000 people. I got about close to 100 people working for me. And I was able to give a lot of money, 150, 50, 60, to save like, plus all the advertising, plus I have a building. I bought the building and I rented to Save Latin America. I can get $8,000 rent, $10,000, and I rented for, I rented for $3,000. And sometimes they owe me a year and a half without paying. But I'm very happy because I'm healthy. I got a nice family. I'm 62 years old. And I keep growing. Yeah. Did I look older than 62? So not left about me because I'm in business. What I want to do is educate the children so when they become a senator, a mayor, you know, president of the United States, engineer, whatever it's called, you know, and those people I like to do is do a plan march for Latin America. Save Latin America. Everybody who I do presentation for Save Latin America, they want me to take the name off. That's my dream. Help my community, help because we're united, you know, very close from Latin America. We help Europe. It's no reason why the United States with so many Hispanics in this country we help develop that. So I'm crazy, but I'm going to continue crazy. I'm happy. I have done el sueño americano. So I have a good business. I'm very happy. I have a lot of friends, and all of you who help Latin America. The reason I say all this to you understand that I'm in business. I'm not trying to enrich or make any money myself because I have money enough to live for the rest of my life. And I got a nice family, and I have a lot of friends. Thank you.
He says that he is crazy. If that's crazy, I want to be crazy. Who wants to be crazy? Successful, dedicated to the community, making other people's lives better. That's what life is about, right? So, estamos muy orgullosos de ti, Barría. No solamente en la vida es tener inteligencia, es querer utilizar esa inteligencia para mejorar la vida de los demás, ¿sí o no? Por eso todos estamos aquí, por eso todas estas caras bonitas que vienen año tras año están diciendo presente para nuestra comunidad, y como tú queremos ser todos los que estamos aquí. Así que honramos tu vida, tu dedicación. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you so much. Ok, ahí tuvimos una clase de negocio. Vamos a ver cómo queremos enviar unos saludos bien especiales a varias personas que no mencionamos antes, pero están aquí, dijeron presente esta noche. ¿Dónde se encuentra Mercedes Joaquín? Mercedes, gracias por estar aquí. A big round of applause. Mercedes, muchísimas gracias. Junior Maldonado, ¿dónde se encuentra Junior? Saludos, gracias por estar esta noche con nosotros. Una persona que aprecio muchísimo y que también es un genio en la vida. Hino Gómez, de Radio Wow. Muchísimas gracias, Hino. Me mandas el cheque más adelante. Y también un saludo especial para Pamela Razo, de New Jersey Young Democrats Latino Caucus Chair. Hola, saludos, gracias por estar acá. Y el comisionado Martinelli, que no se puede quedar, de Union City. Comisionado Martinelli, he walked out, pero muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Ahora vamos a pasar a una presentación especial. Nuestros premios de esta noche are awards, which are going to be presented by Ibarria y también John. Adelante.
All right. Let's give a big round of applause for Liliana. All right. That's 2 weeks. She's a better. A big round of applause. All right. Now, Mr. Ibarria and I have a sustained good relationship with both Univision Radio and Wado 1280 for many years. I remember in 1964, when I was organizing the bodega, the New York City Bodega Owners, and Wado was owned by Barter Media, and at that time the general manager of Wado was Mr. Cavalier, Sidney Cavalier. And then, with the help of Sidney Cavalier, we put together the strongest, the biggest Hispanic Merchants Association in the northeast of the United States. That relationship lasted for 30 years until 1993. And in 2014, Wado 1280 invited me to host a 1-hour public service program. For the last 20 months, we have been doing Viva America, that radio, the public radio service sponsored by Wado. We discussed subjects such as the Obamacare. Let me tell you, with the help of Horizon, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield, we have, no, Blue Cross NJ, we have enrolled, I think it's about 1,000 people in the Obamacare. We have also, we talk about the illness prevention. We talk about the tax law. We talk about the police and community relations. We talk about access to all the resources. And just to mention a few, and the program is becoming stronger. Thank you, Wado. Yes, my distinguished friends, Wado has been around for a long time, always servicing the Hispanic community. I would like to call to the podium our friend, Mr. Ramon Pineda, General Manager of Univision Media, to receive this award, the corporate award granted by los tres proceres. Mr. Pineda.
Tony, Emilio, muchísimas gracias. Un placer, encantado de estar aquí con ustedes hoy. Me dijeron que fuera breve, así que no me voy a exceder de 35 minutos. Y le voy a ceder el tiempo a Tony para que explique su vida en español. No, bien. No, el inglés tuyo es fenomenal. Yo lo que tenía una traducción de himno en la mesa que valió $1 millón. En una de esas me habló de tus escapadas en África, que estaba cazando leones, creo. Me habló sobre el avión en la Florida que se quemó, que saliste corriendo. ¿Esa te gustó? Vamos a ponernos serios, Tony, gracias. Placer, Mr. Chairman. It really is a pleasure and it's an honor to receive this. For more than 50 years, there's been broadcasting here in the United States dedicated to the Hispanic market. And it's incredible to see the change that has occurred here in the city of New York. When I got here in the city of New York in the early 80s, there were less than 2 million Hispanics. Today, there's more than 5 million. And if you were to take the Hispanic population in the tri-state area and you were to move it to Canada, it would be the second largest city in Canada. And if you were to take that population and move it into Mexico, it would be the second largest city in Mexico. That's how big it is. And to be honest with you, it is a reality that the world is changing and we are the biggest change in this area. Had the Hispanic marketplace not existed in New York would have lost more than 2 seats. And the same thing in New Jersey, they would have lost seats had it not been for the growth of the Hispanic population. So we're definitely changing the environment. And together with that change comes a sense of responsibility and corporate responsibility. And I think that where I think Tony's commitment is in the fact that Tony didn't have to do what he did. That Johnny didn't have to do what he did. That people like Emilio didn't have to do what they do. They did it because they cared. And they did it because they felt that they needed to make a difference and they needed to make an impact in people's lives. And in the same fashion, I think that corporate entities like Univision have the same responsibility. It's why I wear the pin Univision Contigo. We have campaigns for education. We do calls. We try to get people to register to vote. Try to get people to stay in school. But most importantly, what we try to do is we try to tell people that we care. And the reason that we tell people that we care is because somebody needs to look at them and say, we're on your side. And it's very important for everybody who watches us and listens to us to feel that way. And I know that we entertain people in the morning. Eno has a great time, having a good time with Dr. Mejia Torres and so does Coco. But at the same time, we have programs that cater to folks. And one of the interesting things in life is that you have to be able to be flexible. You have to entertain, you have to inform, you have to empower, but you have to be able to care for the community. And one of the reasons that this means a lot to me is because when we get recognized by people who care, it means that I think we've impacted the right people. And that's how I feel tonight. So Tony, I never rented a building for $3,000. I never had to worry about that. I never escaped a burning plane, but I have a great deal of respect for you. Thank you very much and have a good evening. For my second award now, I'd like to continue. La cajita.
Airplane aisle, they're coming down with a briefcase in his hand, hitting people in the head, and the plane on fire, and Tony's saying to everybody, open the door, I want to get out of this plane, I don't want to burn, I have a lot of life to live yet, and somebody saying to Tony, we're going to arrest you, remember that? And Tony said, arrest me, but leave me in Miami. I want to stay here, I don't want to burn. And this is my experiences with this man. He has a great heart. Thank you, God, for letting me get to know you. And I know you're the real guy behind Kentucky Fried Chicken. You don't want anybody to know, but you are the real Colonel Sanders. But anyway, listen, I want to thank my mayor, Mayor Saka, who's here today, and everybody else. I live in North Bergen. I'm very proud of being a resident of North Bergen and the job that this man is doing. And all I want to say is I'm very proud to work for Univision. I've been working for Univision for 20 years. If you want to catch a good show, a good morning show, where you don't have to worry about people cursing or talking about sex or just plain good nature, laughter, and news and everything else, tune in to us from 6 to 10 in the morning every morning, Monday to Friday. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Liliana. I love you.
Thank you.
The highlight of the evening because 3 Hispanics, 1 Puerto Rican, 1 Dominican, and 1 Cuban will receive the Los Tres Proceres Antillanos Award. José María de Hostos, Juan Pablo Duarte, y José Martí, 3 patriarchs of yesterday, which you came here to commemorate today. But you also came here today to honor 3 Hispanics, a Dominican again, a Puerto Rican, and a Cuban of today. Leaders of today that really follows the principles of Los Tres Proceres Antillanos. And in order to do that, I need somebody else in this stage. Mr. Antonio Calcaño, where is he? Antonio Calcaño. The first honoree is a lady that steals your heart. I'm not going to tell the story. Read it in the book. Because I don't want to see people crying here now. I would like to call to the podium Dr. Maria Saiz. Dr. Maria Saiz. A wonderful human being. And Mr. Calcaño has something to say about her.
Buenas noches. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I introduce this Cubana, who I will tell you in a little bit, but I want to, first of all, before I introduce her, I want to thank our sponsor, Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola company has been sponsoring this event for many, many years. And I wanted, Julio Becerra could not be here today. He's in Atlanta. He called me, he apologized. And he told me to welcome all of you and tell Save Latin America to keep up the good work. Julio Becerra es un hermano, and he's well represented here by Frank Garcia from the New York State Coalition Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, who for the first time are joining us today in Los Tres Proceres Antillanos. Now, there are no seatbelts in your seats, but I want to introduce to you a lady who I met 3 years ago. And I needed a doctor, not myself, but for my son, although sometimes I might need her help. And I reached out to a friend, Dr. Henry Fernandez Coas, who is also a recipient of this award. And before I even stopped the sentence, he said to me, Tony, para, Maria Saiz is your doctor. I said, una mujer, Doctora Maria Saiz. To make a long story very short, my son has been under her care for 3 years. And you refer to him as your baby. Wow, 285 pounds, who said me can't cry. Anyway, she took it upon herself to actually make him feel better and try to live a normal life. She does this to every patient that comes under her care. Her story, ladies and gentlemen, is something that is for a book. She left the island of Cuba. I was born there as well. In 1994, in a man-made floating device. We can't even call it a thingy. A floating device. She and 14 others took it upon themselves to leave a totalitarian dictatorship under two brothers named Fidel and Raúl Castro. Contrary to what Washington might be saying to other people, this is what people that are trying to find liberty come to the greatest country in the world called the United States of America. Dr. Said's 18-hour ordeal in the Atlantic Ocean took every ounce of her determination to reach freedom. We are doing an editorial interview in El Especialito, which I work for, and I'm very proud to say the #1 Hispanic newspaper in the United States. As far as I'm concerned, and this gentleman right there is the chairman, creator of this publication. Yes, give it up for him. It's 14 newspapers with 1.2 million readers. And you can read the entire interview. So I'm just, for the purpose of saving some time, I'm trying to move it up a little bit. One thing in the interview, I asked Dr. Saiz, I said, Dr. Saiz, 18 hours. And she says to me, Tony, I couldn't even see my hands. That's how dark it was at night. For us who own boats like Randy Berman and I used to, when you're in the middle of nowhere, that's scary. She was there, again, in a floating device. No, in a raft, a balsa. Man-made. Absolutely, Latina-made. Folks, Dr. Saiz made it because she's here. Read El Especialito, but the one thing I want to just tell all of you here, and there's a picture that will come out in the paper, the one thing she held for dear life, was her diploma, her medical degree in Cuba. She graduated with honors. As you know, when you graduate with honors, your diploma has a gold seal on the upper right-hand corner. But this diploma had something else. This diploma had a water stain in the lower right to prove of the actual crossing. Dr. Saiz says, yes, Tony, that gold seal is for excellence. The other seal is the seal of liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to realize, and I want to help bring this balsera, doctora, Latina, the honor she deserves tonight as the recipient of los tres proceres Antillanos, representing the island which one day will be Viva Cuba Libre. Doctora Saiz.
en esa mesa que estoy ahí, está mi hijo Jesús Ferrer, que es la primera generación inmigrante, la primera generación en Estados Unidos. Yo soy inmigrante. ¡Viva Cuba! Yo sé que supuestamente mi historia podía tomar toda la noche, créeme, pero solamente le quiero hacer saber que para mí es un honor este evento. Yo me quedé sorprendida porque yo no soy ni política, ni artista, ni deportista. Yo soy médico. Yo soy médico, soy madre, soy inmigrante. Yo no estoy para aquí para tirarme fotos ni nada. Yo quiero que ustedes sepan que como yo represento el inmigrante que llega a los Estados Unidos, y como yo estoy muy orgullosa de muchos médicos, tanto cubanos como puertorriqueños, como dominicanos, como del Caribe y de Sudamérica, porque al final somos uno. La historia mía no es diferente de ningún inmigrante. Es simplemente la disciplina, la perseverancia, y no importa cuánto te quieran golpear, cuánto te quieran, siempre va a haber gente que te va a decir, you can do it, pero the opposite. Tú te levantas y te tengo que decir una cosa, Jesús. En un momento en que yo no pasé un examen, yo estaba bien deprimida. Tú tenías 5 o 6 añitos, mi amor, yo nunca te he dicho esto. Y yo I was so down porque yo estaba en la cama pensando que qué voy a hacer con mi hijo y yo, porque yo vine a América no solamente para hacerme un futuro, para hacerte un futuro a ti. Y te lo digo, Jesús, tú me sacaste de la cama y me dijiste, tú no ni hablabas, ¿te acuerdas? Tú ni hablabas. Mi hijo me dijo, Mom, when he was 3 years old, tú ni hablabas, pero tú sabes lo que tú hiciste, tú me empujaste. Tú me empujaste de la cama. Y para mí eso es, una vez más, ser parcera. Con todo respeto a todo el mundo, nunca, nunca paren su sueño. Educación es todo. No importa la política, no importa el sistema, no importa el país. Cuando lo que está en tu cerebro make the difference. Amén. I'm going to say that in English. We always talk about minorities. We always talk about, please, as I said before, I'm an immigrant, my first language is Spanish. And this is a Spanish event. So I'm very proud to speak Spanish because that's my first language. I'm an immigrant and this is my first generation, my son. Actually, he has a big responsibility because he's the only first generation from both sides, right? My Cuban, should I say Cuban American? Yes, you are. And he's very proud of that because Cubans are very proud to be in America.
That's right.
And please, United States give us that's what we are here for. One thing that I wanted to say to you is that as a woman, it's not about being a woman, it's not about being a Latin, it's not about being a minority. I'm talking about being educational one. What I would say to everyone, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, a Latin background. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, European background. It doesn't matter where you are. What is in your brain is in your brain. IQ matters more than I will. I had, when I was studying for my boards in the United States, I had one thing that said, I will is more important than IQ. You know so many people that are extremely intelligent, but they don't know. They don't have the power. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the encourage to say, I will do this. Everybody's intelligent. But the difference is about being disciplined, being encouraged, making everything. I said, you know what? I will do it no matter what. I'm not talking about a minority as a woman. I'm talking about educational point of view. I want my son, whatever he wants to be in his life, I want him to say, I have a diploma, whatever he wants to be. It doesn't have to be a doctor. Whatever he wants to be, but from there, he can take him everywhere, because the knowledge that you have in your brain will never go away. No dictatorship, no governmentship, no state, no country. It's your knowledge, your intelligence, your power, your discipline. And actually, that's the most important thing. Forget about politics, forget about democracy, forget about communism, forget about everything. It is in you, your discipline, your hard working, your persevering, and most important thing, believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. Amen to all of us. Last thing, please. Tony Calcano, your baby is my baby. Your baby is the baby that I have. Thank you for believing in me, because thanks to Tony Calcano has been said that to say, can we have an interview, especially to say, Tony, I don't want, I'm a low, very profile person. All that I do, I taking care of my patients. I don't want to be anywhere. I just want to be who I am. And I love you guys, and hopefully we made the difference. Tony, thank you so much. Johnny Torrey, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Ibarra, ¿qué te puedo decir? Somos cubanazos. Somos cubanazos. The other thing is that, I don't know if you guys following Celia Cruz show. Have you guys shown that? Te voy a decir una cosa. La única cosa, yo no sé si ustedes lo siguen, pero hopefully we will be Cuba Libre again. And honestly, I will never ever go to Cuba unless it's a free country. Okay? Amen. Thank you.
No, te veo, thank you. Yeah.
Don't forget the flag. Another applause for Dr. Saiz, please. Thank you very, very much. I have the honor of introducing two individuals, and they're both special. Dr. Saiz is special in its own way, and the next individual is also very special. What can I say about my friend Julio Cohen? El mostrazo de los mostrazos, la bala de tu pistola, el agua de tu fuente, el cherry de tu sondi, el Inca Cola de la Inca Cola. Espérate que Johnny quiere decir algo.
Lo que pasa es que ya van a ser las 11 y Liliana tiene que irse porque ella tiene que decirnos cómo vamos a estar con el weather within the next few days, and she has to leave, and we wanted, Mr. Chairman, all of us, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Alejandro, I'm here. Alejandro, no siga comiendo.
Liliana, you are a real princess. Thank you very much. So good to have you.
Diana, thank you so much. ¿Dónde lo dejé? El cherry de tu sundae, el whipped cream de tu banana split. Ladies and gentlemen, Julio, and I joke around with Julio. Julio is a brother to me. His family. I've known Julio now since I've been doing these programs and all the events that the great Inca Cola and Continental Food and Beverage sponsor for Save Latin America. A day does not go by where I call Randy or Julio, what, Tony, when, where, and the time. And they're there. Folks, I challenge other companies, entities, to follow Inca Cola and Continental Food and Beverages footsteps. They give it up for the community. And their general manager, Julio Cohen, is always there. Julito. His grandfather was a recipient of this award. God rest his soul, and is looking at Julio now, and I know what he's saying. Away, dale, Julio, dale. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Dominican Republic, it gives me a great honor for a brother to receive this award. Julio, come on down.
Gracias, Tony. La verdad que yo me siento muy orgulloso de estar aquí con ustedes y voy a hablar en español. Gracias, doctora Said, por darnos ese discurso tan bello, tan emotivo. La verdad que sí, somos latinos y tenemos que, we gotta embrace it. Yo me siento súper orgulloso de poder estar aquí con ustedes y representar una familia como la familia de Inca Cola, porque no solamente somos parte de una comunidad creciente, sino también somos parte de todo lo que ustedes hacen todos los días. Nosotros como familia y como empresa sabemos todos los challenges que los latinos están pasando en este país. Pero con la esperanza de, obviamente, poder seguir adelante y hacer crecer nuestra empresa, nuestro producto Inca Cola, nosotros seguimos adelante porque tenemos un sueño, y tenemos el sueño americano, ese sueño de seguir creciendo en este país, de seguir avanzando, de seguir llevando el sueño de nuestra generación, de nuestro abuelo, de nuestro padre, el señor Luis Sardines, que creó esta empresa para todos nosotros y para que este producto tan bello como Inca Cola siga adelante. Te doy gracias a ti, Johnny, te doy gracias a ti, Tony, por darme este privilegio de estar aquí con ustedes. Realmente es un privilegio que yo creo que lo tengo que compartir con toda mi familia, que son las personas que están detrás de mí todo el tiempo, la gente que sigue adelante, que nos ayuda. Y cuando digo familia, no digo solamente familia de sangre, porque hay gente que trabaja con nosotros que son familia, son hermanos de trabajo, son gente que realmente nos ayuda, nos apoya y nos mantiene arriba todo el tiempo. Es realmente para nosotros un orgullo poder estar aquí. Como te digo, no es para mí, es para todos ellos. Gracias.
Y para cerrar con broche de oro la porción de highlights de la noche, quiero llamar al frente al concejal Daniel Rivera de Jersey City. you. All right. It gives me great pleasure, give us great pleasure to present to you los Tres Proceres Antillanos Award representing the island of Puerto Rico. God bless you. Say a few things.
Good evening. So I'm going to give you a little tidbit on why I was so nervous tonight. So listen, when I got elected a couple of years ago, I said, wow, I'm going to be the first Latino, the only Latino elected official in Jersey City in this team, so that means I got to know how to speak a lot of Spanish. And my Spanish is the most estrujado Spanish that you could think of. So when I started to see Julio say his speech in Spanish, I said, oh boy. So I was really sweating bullets and they left me for last. But listen, it is an honor to be here to receive this award with Maria, with Julio. It's truly an honor, it's truly humbling. Johnny, Mr. Ibarria. Then another thing, when Johnny said your name, I was like, wow, I was messing it up all day practicing. And then when he said Ibarria, I said, wow, Anthony. But listen, I really do appreciate this from the bottom of my heart. You know, I've been engaged in the community in Jersey City with youth recreation, over 20,000 youth kids that I've coached. And your organization really touches the heart of what I love to do. And I thank you for that, and it is an honor to receive this from you guys and to be engaged with you. I thank you so much, and be well.
This is your reminder, the auction will close in 10 minutes. Meaning if you placed a bid, just come back, check your bid, and you can be able to pay for your bid right through that door by the exit. Tracy's got the checkout table. We thank you. If you haven't had a chance to take a look, please come look so that we can help you guys today to raise money too.
Flags, the honorees with their flags for a group photo. And then this is the last. The last business for the night, because the rest is dancing. All right. Thank you, all of you. And you know what? Every last Friday of every January, we're going to be doing this event. Make sure that you put it in your calendar.
No,